AltonaTV. Give me a beat. 997 XFM.
Hello, I'm Craig from Tone Atlantic and I play drums.
And I'm Barry from Tone Atlantic and I play guitar.
Well, our new album is called Free and it came out a couple of weeks ago. I think Germany actually got it like 2 days before people in the UK got it, so you guys got 2 extra days to enjoy it so far. So yeah, it's just it's kind of like our first proper album, and yeah, we're really proud of it. So.
And if there's nothing left to say, just have the guts to disagree, or plaster on our face for me.
I guess we usually feel free when we're making music, I guess, as kind of cliched as that sounds, but I think that's kind of, I know for me and I think for the rest of us, it's kind of what we've always wanted to do with our lives and stuff, and I think when we're kind of making music together or playing live and stuff, it's kind of when we feel most kind of like ourselves, and kind of all the problems in your life kind of aren't there and stuff, so I think that's, for me, that's when I feel most free, is making music.
I agree wholeheartedly.
We consider ourselves a rock band, I guess. But no, I think rock band these days is kind of like not the same term it used to mean, but I think the rock bands that we all like are kind of the rock bands in the kind of classic mode, like bands like Nirvana and stuff, I guess, are like the bands we kind of looked up to and we consider rock bands. I think there's a lot of bands around nowadays that call themselves rock bands that aren't really a rock band. So, but yeah, I don't think it ever will. I think it's just, right now, people are kind of embracing technology a lot more with music and stuff and trying to merge things together. But I think there's always going to be space for guys who just play guitars and drums in a loud manner. So yeah. Hopefully, anyway, or otherwise, we're kind of out of a job.
I know when I'm thinking, 'cause I'm scared to look in your eyes. There's no way to control it. Big enough for breathing off to life.
They all have a special meaning. Originally, we wanted to find like one item or one picture or one symbol which kind of unified collectively all 13 songs and kind of stood for all 13 songs. However, we struggled to do this, I think, because individually all the songs have such a strong identity and personality of their own. We found it hard to kind of encompass them all with the one image. So what we instead decided to do was pick one image to represent every song on the record. So there's a collection of 13 images, and each of the 13 images relate to one of the 13 tracks. And Ghost of Eddie is a computer screen because it will. The Ghost of E relates to the title of the song, and the computer relates to the lyrical content that Sam's singing about. But individually, each of the icons are solely attributed to one song. So, yeah. Bands always seem to retain their national identity, because I think most people, in my opinion, most Scottish people are really, really proud of being Scottish. You know, there's definitely a a big sense of national pride, and I don't know, Glasgow in general, like outside of music, is a great place to live.
It's very wet, but
yeah, the
nice.
weather's terrible, but it's made up for by the fact that everyone's really nice and really friendly. So, yeah, there you
I think we just all actually have the same passion for music, whereas bands were in before, it was probably just us, like the individual members. Like I know the bands I was in before, I wanted to like practice every day and stuff, and the other guys would have like girlfriends or university or jobs and stuff. So I think when we started the band, the kind of main reason we did is because we all had this similar passion where the kind of music was the most important thing in our lives over education and girlfriends and things like that. So it was just more, I think it was just that's why it worked, mainly just because we all wanted to practice every day and kind of devote our lives to kind of being in a band. And I think it wouldn't have worked for us any other way, probably. Yes. Thanks.
Yes.